And we're back for the exciting conclusion of our international guest. Here it is, part two with Mr. Newman from South Korea. So we join you to your previously scheduled program already in progress. Thank you. Catch up anything you didn't want to talk, or anything you didn't get a chance to say yet?
I was the only other major one that I kind of missed was like the dress code nonsense because I have a few kids. I call him Ron Paul. We'll call him Ron Paul as in English. The 14-year-old libertarian who's
Does he dress up with a suit and tie?
fighting for freedom. Who's well, we might need the dump button for this one, but there's he had some pants one time, and the dress code is like, look, just dress fairly conservatively. They're convinced that he at least, Ron Paul is convinced that in America there's no dress code. Then why are you doing this to us? Why are you taking my freedom? I was like, not true. So I was like, just, you got to dress fairly conservatively. So I tried to push it just to the limit one day. Came in, first I didn't, there's just these gray sweatpants with stars on. I was like, dude, no. I'm not going to write you up right now, but no.
Oh, I thought you did that.
No, I didn't. And then Ron Paul's like walking down the hall, and he's got this pocket on his knee, and the little flap falls out, and it says, well, F boy on it, but it didn't say F.
Yeah.
And I was like, in what universe, Mr. Paul, do you think you're not going to get written up? In what school in the world do you think you're not about to get written up for that? And he's like, what does it matter? It doesn't mean nothing. It's like, man, I'm not old school. I ain't gonna have any of these kind of stupid rules.
You're like, the heck with you, man.
It's like, you don't understand, Newman.
You're like, call the post office now.
No, exactly. Like, you know what? Exactly. None of your letters are getting delivered this week, Paul.
I'm on strike.
I'm on strike. I'm done.
All right, I'm proud of what's going to happen in 5 seconds. I may have to get you back in 5 seconds.
Okay, I got one more for that one, and then
awesome.
Yeah. Yes.
It's still going right now. You're still there.
Okay. All right. And actually, we had one today, and I'll call this kid Karl Malone because he's short, but he really likes basketball.
Okay. Your knowledge of the NBA is just amazing.
Well, thank you. You know what? Newman is a multifaceted individual. Everyone sees one side of him, but
did you think of Karl Malone because he's known as the mailman?
It might have helped. Got to know all the mailman around the world, sir.
Yeah.
Jandler, you just got to know. You got to know your niche.
Exactly.
So Karl Malone, he's like student body president. He typically stays within the lines of the rules. Today, I don't know, maybe he had some NBA tryouts after school today. I don't know, this weekend. Shows up in a full mint green tracksuit. And obviously gets written up. And his because the dressing conservative and is always for the shirts, it's got to be solid color. He's like, but Newman, it's a solid color. It's all one color. What are you doing? So we'll wait and see if Karl Malone's mom has any emails to send to the postman Newman. But that's the joys of 14. It's those ninth graders. They're like 14. They're like, let's see what the heck we can get away with. Yeah. So
I used to do that. I used to do that too.
And I've told them this. We had a nice long conversation today because we had Karl Malone, and actually Ron Paul he's staying within the rules now. He's been written up one too many times. He's had one too many detentions, so he's not pushing it too much anymore. But I was like, sat down all the night. It's like, look, I get it. Of course, I did this when I was your age. But guess what? I got written up too.
Yeah.
I was like, do you think I want to wear, my postal uniform every day to work? It's not the most comfortable thing. But rain, sleet, snow, or shine, I got to wear this to work. It just is what it is. And And some of them get it, but it's mostly, I'm not even mad at 14-year-olds trying to push limits. I'm just, I'm surprised. This is where I'm surprised at the parents. Like, Mom, you saw what that boy left the house in today. Um,
You didn't think anything was
you
wrong with
know
it?
what the dress code is. We go through this in every PTA meeting every month. Um, so overall, still fun. No, I'll take the teen angst.
I'm trying to think. I've had no dress code issues I've had to worry about. I had one boy, and he ended up his mom ended up moving him out of my class to another class because she thought I was being too tough on him. But he hit this one girl, right? She came. You're still there, right?
Yo, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I just making sure I didn't drop you. So this girl comes and says he hit her, right? And most of the time, I'm like, "What'd you do first, right?" Because I'm asking whoever talks to me, I'm like, "What'd you do?" And they'll be like, "Nothing." And I'll be like, "Well, so and so just came out of nowhere and just slapped you in the face for no reason." And then they'll be like, "Oh, okay, I hit him first." And I'm like, "Well, duh." But so I didn't even think that girl because the boy kind of he's very hyper. He's on meds now, but like so anyway, I called him over to me. He's like, "Hey, did you hit so and so?" He's like, "Yeah, I hit her. She was holding me down to the ground." I was like, "What?"
Jesus
Like
Christ.
she had me pinned on the shoulders, and I was like, "All right, folder, man. I gotta write you up, hands on." And then he starts giving this crazy, like, scared, crying face. And he's like, oh, "Okay." He's like, "Oh, it was an accident. Never mind, it's an accident. I didn't mean to hit her." And I was like, you can't change your story now, man. It's like now you're not telling me the truth because you're afraid to get in trouble.
Now you're lying about it.
Yeah,
The cover up to get you.
yeah.
There's Story Daniel.
So I wrote in his folder exactly. And then he goes, he must have got in the car crying and bawling because Mom messaged me, and the principal called me saying, well, "What's going on with so and so?" And then I told her what happened, and the principal was like, "Well, this is what he told his mom. He told his mom a boy jumped on his back and hit that kid in self defense." And I was like, "Whoa!" I said, "That's the third story that kid has told. Clearly, he's trying not to get in trouble. How are you believing it? How's Mom believing this?" And principal was like, "I'll take care of it." And her way of taking care of it was like, "Let's just move him out of your class." And I'm like, "So you just taught the boy he can lie, he can do whatever he wants to do at school.
To lie his way out of a situation.
And mom's gonna pull him out and keep him out of trouble." And I'm like, it's the wrong lesson to learn here. But I'm like, whatever.
Sometimes it's one way of solving the issue, I guess. But yeah, no. Thanks for setting up the problems when the Newmans of your middle schools get them. He's learned he can lie his way out of the situation.
There's gonna be hey, repeat that real quick. I was trying something different. I was trying to pull up another app and it kind of cut off for a second.
Okay.
What were you saying?
I said, I know, and I understand. I get your principal just trying to like make the situation go away, but you know what? You're just setting up the situation so when your Newmans and your middle school age have to get this boy, he's bigger, and he's already learned. Just lie your way out of it.
Yeah.
Swing and lie.
Speaking of there's two middle schools that our elementary feeds into.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I talk to teachers or counselors from those schools, when they find out the new kids coming from our school, they're like, "Oh crap!" And because they know it's not us teachers' fault. It's the fact that admin doesn't do anything, so they don't have a lot of consequences. Now our assistant principal now is trying to crack down more and discipline more, but I mean, there's a lot of kids that like. I could go on and on for stories on the stuff they let these kids get away with, and and it just drives me crazy. It drives a lot of us crazy.
Oh yeah. Well, we get similar enough that now I do work in the private school now, so at some point you can just kick them out. But like because they don't often because they're paying, so it's a different whole like in the public school system. Like you get the admin who's like, "I don't want to deal with this. Not paid enough to deal with this nonsense. Move.
Yeah,
nothing to see here." And the private schools are like, "Well, they have 2 kids, 3 kids in the school. They're paying full price. Like, whatever. they hit one kid, whatever.
They look the other way, kind of
Yeah, it's like no bruises, no broken teeth. You're fine.
thing. That's like when kids will tell me like, they're like, Mr. Bing, I need a Band-Aid, and I'll look, and I'm like, why? And that's lots of like if they catch me. I mean, like in the second half after lunch, second half of the day after lunch, I'm a little more on edge with these kids. I've let a lot go, and so I'm a little more snarky, right? But they'll be like, I need a Band-Aid. I'll be like, why? They're like, I don't even see anything. It's like, like, and I got kids like, so and so cut me, and it's like it's a little scratch. And I'm
Oh yeah.
like, get a Band-Aid, but it's like when you hear so and so cut me, you're like, bring that kid over here now. They cut you. What? Bring him over here now. And then you look at their arm, and you're like, that's not a cut. It's like, oh, seriously, get over it. But I had kids. I try to be tougher because I don't like sending kids to the nurse for no reason.
Right. Oh yeah.
Kids will be like, I've had a lot of times it's certain girls, one or two boys will do it, but it's mostly girls. They'll be like, I fell down at recess, my knee hurts, and I'm like, well, you're standing up, you're walking. I'm like, you'll be okay. I was like,
we have a few that try to do that for the elevator privileges. I'm like, dude, your other ankle hurt last hour, bud. Try again. Take the stairs.
They should get his feet to fall asleep. Just drag it.
Oh yeah, see, there you go.
Got you, Newman.
So now that one, Newman would almost applaud. I think I'd give the demerit and a thumbs up at the same time if they had pulled that kind of trick. They're smart enough. Look, if you're smart enough to make your foot fall asleep, touche. But you're still getting get off the elevator.
Is high five in Korean just high five?
Oh yeah. No, they just high five. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know, like if it was some special word.
They Konglish a lot of things. I don't know. That would probably be fun. And that's the big that North Koreans have their own words. I've never really met one, but like they steal a lot of English phrases. Yeah, high five.
Okay.
Actually, they do like to high five, and the thing that truly solves now this is rock scissors paper is gaibaibo, which is the little translation of rock. Actually, rock paper scissors, which is like, why would you do that?
I was gonna say
solves all issues in Korea. That is how the Korean War will eventually actually end.
Okay. I thought it was something new. Rock scissors paper. Like what?
Best rock paper or rock scissors paper, and you're like, excuse me, that like, but why would you say it that way? Whatever. And then that there's never any arguments. Best of three, and world peace is achieved. That is the funny thing though. Like when you mentioned high five, I remember. So sometimes you try to high five a kid, and they'll like they'll scissor your finger or kind of thing. Like, oh, is that how we're playing this? And then you punch their scissors.
Like they duck, they run, thinking you're gonna hit them. And you're like, it's high five.
Oh no, they know. So they give you the scissor because scissor beats paper, and you're like, touche. And that starts in like kindergarten. They figured that one out. Last random, and you may want to edit this one out or not. I just thought it was kind of a appropriate story.
You're gonna keep talking, and I'm gonna record it when we're all done. I'll end up editing a lot of this. Like some of the stuff will be like, yeah, I don't want to put that in there.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. One thing I thought you would kind of appreciate, just because Carl Malone, as I said, typically is a good kid, and we kind of bonded because this boy, and I was like, how do you know all this crap? I was like, yeah, he lived in America a little while when he was a little kid. His mom was like a professor at a school somewhere in the States. But he loves 90s rap and 80s and 90s rap, and knows all the words, knows all the artists, knows everything. And I'm like, who are you? But then like one day, he's like, hey, can I play it? Like during break time? I was like, edited version, sure, whatever. Let's listen to it. I appreciate some old school stuff too. And then he tries to be cute and plays the unedited version in the middle of class. And I was like, bro, we both know what that word means.
Remember who it was? Like what was the artist?
Oh, who was he playing? I think he was playing.
Was it like Tupac or
He does know. No, this one wasn't Tupac. He does know some Tupac, which
was it
I
like
was like, "Who?"
NWA or what? Dr. Dre, Snoop.
It was Dre. I think it was Dre. And I'm like, I didn't forget about Dre, but I have a on that same line. This was a couple years ago. I pulled that. I did something, not realizing because we were getting ready for our science fair, and a couple of the kids had built a Rube Goldberg machine. Oh, it's all wonderful, and we're walking around, kind of like I was like, oh, so this is where your balls drop. Um, thank God, a couple of teachers immediately walked out. None of the kids, thank God, bat an eyelash. Um, and I was like, dang it, I'm Newman. Newman did it. Newman's own.
Newman special. I've caught myself. There's times I stutter, and usually I'm stuttering because I'm trying to change my words. like, I'm like getting your. Now I did one time. I did say stridently. I accidentally merged the word straight and quietly. Like we need to be walking straightly in line. And the students are like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, oops." It's like I was like, "I know what I meant. I know what I meant." I like how these like Ron Paul and Carmel. Do you call these kids that to their face?
Oh, so I have called Karl Malone to his face, yes. And he knew who
Thing,
Karl Malone was. The kid loves NBA. The kid loves old like '90s hip hop. I was like, he's an old soul. So yeah, I was like, bro, you're Karl Malone. You're short and basketball, and he's like, yeah, that's fair. Ron Paul, no, I don't think Ron Paul would understand what Ron Paul means.
Early this week, I don't even know if I'm gonna talk about it with the kids because they probably wouldn't get it. But I texted or emailed myself. Mr. Garvey's their names if I ever want to like mispronounce them, you know. So like here, I'll do a couple of these. Let's see if you can figure out what the name is. Right? Sophia. Sophia. Any idea what that real name is?
Okay, I imagine yes.
What do you think the real name is?
Sophia, no?
Okay, yeah, you got it. How about Medelian? Medelian. Any idea?
Medea?
Madeline.
Oh, fair enough.
Julio. I think you can get this one. Julio.
Julian or Julio or Julio.
Yeah, Julio. I like this one. A Laya, but she probably wouldn't get it just because. Yeah. Aaron.
Yes.
So I was gonna go ahead and end this episode like I want to do. You're the first guest, and I wanted to be able to do this with every guest where I ask him like 2 fill in the blank questions, and like a little fun game. It's like it's fun stuff, but it might make you laugh too. All right. So the first one is a fill in the blank. Like I said, can you fill this blank? And I'm trying to create a list also. Anytime I talk to a guest, my mom doesn't want me to tell you this, but
okay.
How would you fill that in? I'll give you one example.
Fair enough.
My mom doesn't want me to tell you this, but I have lice. You know, is there
okay.
Is there anything you can add to that?
Okay. Is there anything like that? Okay. So I gotta think got my middle school age kids. Yeah, yes. But give me a few seconds while we talk about something else. Hey, so my mom doesn't want me to tell you this, but I gotta think it's kind of funny. Mildly inappropriate, but not too inappropriate. What if my kids randomly told me? Oh, my mother doesn't want me to tell you this, but my sister is my cousin.
Oh, that's a good one.
What does that mean, Mr. Armstrong or Mr. Newman?
Yeah, you're like, what does that mean, Mr. Newman?
Mr. Newman, what does it mean when my mom says my sister is my cousin?
I gotta be honest, I didn't see that one coming. Here are some of the ones that I've been told that teachers shared with me. My mom doesn't want me to tell you this, but again, I have lice. I threw up this morning. I had a fever over 100. I had a fever over 100 degrees before we left home today.
Oh God, yes.
I don't have to listen to you. My sister has pink eye,
Mm.
and teachers can get into trouble too. All right.
Right. My mom. Well, I have heard that my mom doesn't. No, not quite. My mom doesn't want me to tell you this, but my mom doesn't want me to tell you this. But my my mom says she runs the school.
That's a good one too. I'm adding both of those to my list. All right. Second thing. Second fill in the blank. What is something that you're tired of saying at school? Here are some examples. Right. Get
Level
that out
0
of
in the
your nose.
halls.
All right. Please don't lick your friend. Seriously? I mean, this is something I'll share more later, but
Yes.
something that you're tired of sharing or saying at school to kids.
Level 0 in the halls.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. No, Instagram is not educational.
Okay.
Please, use your technology wisely. I can see everything on Classroom.
Right.
All of those on a frequent daily basis.
Here's some that I wrote down or that some teachers told me and kind of put on my list. What's something you're tired of saying at school? Stop.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Hands off.
But hands itself is one thing. Another thing is when you say like stop touching each other. That just sounds funny.
Yes.
Get that out of your nose. Please don't lick that or don't lick your friend. I'll wait. Well, dude, I say I'll wait all the time. And there's a meme I need to send with you. It's like a skeleton. It says, I'll wait.
Oh, yes. I've seen teachers waiting.
Yeah. What we're doing right now is this. Like I said all the time. Because like what we're doing right now is math, and we're not on, art. Or we're not reading a book, which is reading fine, but it's not what we're doing right now. This one drives me crazy, and Choey knows because I've done my pencil rants. But like, who needs a pencil, right? I was like, who needs a pencil? I'll probably say it 10 times. No one says anything. All right, so I start teaching, and all of a sudden, Mr. Bing, I need a pencil. And I'm like, who else needs a pencil, right? Nobody say anything. So I get the student a pencil, and then I gotta sharpen it, and then they'll be like, well, I need a pencil now too. And I'm like, oh my god.
I get a lot of. I'll ask because we do a lot of MacBooks that are mostly all our books are online. So everyone's MacBook charged. Oh yeah, we're good. Oh yeah, whatever. Mr. Newman, I'm at 1%. Newman, where's your charger? I'm at 1%.
I got like 6 of my students lost their charger, so I have like an extra one, and then I have my charger. So I let them like use mine. But there's times I'm like, look, pull your Chromebook out, right? And they don't have it, or they need it charged. I'm like, well, plug it in and then go sit down at your desk. I guess you're looking right now. I was like, you're just gonna have to wait and do this on the computer later.
Is this assignment for a grade?
I say this a lot too. I'm not here to teach myself. I know how to do this. Okay. I guess I say serious a lot. Like, really? Seriously? You gonna be that? Like, honestly, you gonna do that? This one I never thought like you'd say a lot, but pants stay on at school. Clothes stay on. And I mean, like, it's what happens when you work with little kids, man. They just
I was gonna say that one. That is one I don't have. That's a whole nother. That would be a whole other problem in my.
All right. And so the last thing I'm gonna do with every guest, us Choey and Jandler, we take things so seriously, right? Here at the Fun Time Super Trip Happy Hour.
Obviously.
This is a BuzzFeed quiz. We're gonna figure out what your alcohol is that matches your personality. Right?
Oh, I am definitely in favor of this. Yes, I need to know.
All right, so obviously you're not gonna see this. I'm gonna read it to you, and you gotta tell me the choice, right? That you want me to pick for you. So first thing I need you to pick out of these 6 choices, what food would you pick? Pizza, nachos, pasta, salad, burger, or ramen noodles? Out of those
pizza.
6. Pizza. All right, pizza it is.
I'm a basic man.
All right, we're gonna this out of 6 words. Which word do you think describes you? Smart, fun, cool, bored, unique, or wild?
Smart, fun, bored, unique, or wild.
Oh, I forgot cool.
Hopefully, as an educator, hopefully smart.
Okay. All right. I forgot cool, by the way. Maybe I just knew who I was talking to.
Definitely, that's 6 out of 6. That's 6. Newman's not cool.
Out of
Newman
these
likes to
six,
think he's cool.
out of these six activities, what would you pick first? Eating, sleeping, watching TV,
Stop right
dancing,
there.
talking,
Sleeping.
or running?
Sleeping, obviously.
Sleeping. Yeah, no. We're ready to go past two. All right. Out of these six animals, what's your favorite animal, or which one would you pick out of these six? Panda, goat, penguin, giraffe, turtle.
Well, I have to go with Panda, but I got a story behind that one.
So do I pick
So,
panda? We'll come
yeah,
back to
go
the
pick
story in a second.
Panda.
I pick
Yeah.
panda. All right. If you had to pick a sport, baseball, soccer, football, basketball, hockey, or golf?
I mean, I like baseball, but hockey. You got to go with hockey. I like the action.
Hockey it is. And what's the ideal number of people? Actually, it's not. It's still two questions to go. What's the ideal number of people to invite to a party? 0 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 31
6
to
to 10.
50,
6
or
to
as
10.
many as
6 to 10.
possible? 6
6
to
to
10.
10.
Newman's like everybody, the whole block.
The whole damn block.
All right. Last one. Out of these six Disney characters, you want to be the Little Mermaid, Talking Teacup, the Dragon from Mulan, the Lion King, although it says that Lion King, Snowman from Frozen, or Talking Tree in Pocahontas?
Let's go with the dragon.
The dragon it is. All right. And let's done with quiz. Tabulating. Gives me the woo. Nice celebration. You don't hear the music right now. All right. You, sir, are alcoholic seltzer.
What the
You
hell?
can be a bit
I'm
trendy.
a Mike's Hard Lemonade.
You can be a bit trendy, right? But no one can deny that you're fun and at times practical.
That's very Newman.
I wish I had a screenshot of mine. I don't know if it's still on my phone. When I did it, you want to guess what I was?
I mean, beer, no?
Yeah, I was just beer. It's like
I was hoping
straight
to
up
get beer.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna give a couple seconds, see if I can find it real quick. No, and I'm not gonna go through all this. It's gonna take forever. So what happens when you got a lot of photos on your phone, man? So
Yeah.
all right, so hit us up with that panda story real quick before we cut
Well,
this.
well, as I'm choosing Panda, I have some of the students don't know, but I do know that they call me that because slightly, Newman's a little chunky guy, white face, black eyes from lack of sleep, so I'm just Panda. Know a little bit of kung fu also, so they call me Jack Black.
At least they don't call you Trash Panda.
No, not Trash Panda. No, I'm not a raccoon. Oh, that was freaking sports day last week.
Did they call that you to your face? I remember when we used to live in Illinois. I think I used to say it then. I can't remember if you left in or not, if it was subbing. But I'd be at schools and kids would be like, "Can we call you, Mr. B?" And I was like, "It's not that hard to say Bean, But I was like, whatever. And I was like, "If you want to call me B, fine." But I was like, it's not like it's. Yeah, there's some teachers that have like that long name.
Right.
Like, can we just call you this initial? Sure, but no.
Yeah.
Or it's hard to pronounce like my.
Yeah, Newman is not a particularly hard one either.
No.
So it's new man. Shut up, Newman.
Right, call you old now, just to
yeah. Now they're like, you're not. There's some stories of that if I've ever gone again. I've been asked.
You save those. So like I said, the 5th, the 12th, your episode comes out. You tell all of Korea, right?
All of Korea. I'll be blasting it at school.
Now,
whether they like it or not.
When I sent you all those links, right?
Oh yeah.
I sent some other teachers those links. It's cool because I can listen to. I forget which one it is at school that I can listen to. It's like iHeartRadio or something, or Stitcher, and I was like, I can listen to it at school, so I just pop it up. But it's like that's helped because like I spread it out, it gets us growing. But I look like I'm looking at we had this little audience analysis where we see where it's being listened to, and like the U.S., Germany was our first international country. You helped us with South Korea, and we're grateful for that. We want you to keep it up. It's like Friday should just be. It's Friday Fun Time Day. Listen to Newman on the radio. It's live around the world. Well, it's recorded around the world. UK, people have heard us in Barbados, Brazil, and now Australia. So we're 7 countries total, 6 out of the U.S.
Australia might be that might be from me.
I hope so, man.
I got an Aussie friend, and I sent the link.
Do they live in Victoria?
They do, I think.
Then it might be them.
They have. Well, I don't know. They possibly.
You don't know where
They've moved around. They were in Victoria. I don't know if they're still there. They were in Melbourne at one point, which is Victoria. Yes.
And what's funny is I don't know why this is even on here, but it shows the planets, like your percentage of people listening to you from a planet. Obviously, we're
Uranus. How many Uranus got?
Yeah, we're 0% every other planet besides Earth, and we're trying our best to improve on that.
Gotta, those darn aliens.
Gotta invest in ads, right, to get satellite time.
Exactly. This little green men gotta know what's up on Earth.
Exactly.